Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys this 5-minute or 7-minute vacation makeup look. So if you want to see how to achieve this look, if you're going on a holiday, well, probably not now because of all this situation, but if you have a holiday planned or if you plan on going a little bit later on a holiday, this is the look for you. But before we get started, please subscribe right here, subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment down below. Ring the notifications bell so you can be notified for when I post. I post like 2 or 3 times per week. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's get into the video. So on vacation, I'm gonna be looking like fresh and I don't want like too much cakiness. I don't want too much going on. Maybe like a bold lip just to like compensate, but I don't want like a lot going on. So we're gonna focus more on like the glow and all of that good stuff that I know y'all love. So I've already moisturized with my moisturizer and now we're gonna go in with the primer. I'm gonna use my Too Faced primer, this one right here. And I always like to use a hydrating primer if I'm gonna be out in the sun. I can't find my words today. Already put sunscreen on as well, Protection 50, just because it's very important to protect your skin from the sun. And so I moisturized, I did my under eye, used some hydration also under my eyes, and I've also used sunscreen for my face. I didn't do it on camera because I already did like a skincare routine and it's basically the same as in my skincare video. So I'll just link that skincare video down below so you guys can check it out if you want to see like how I prep my skin. Now that we're done with the primer, I'm gonna take a brush, this one from Kiko right here, and I'm gonna take like a dollop of foundation, like the smallest amount. I don't want a lot. I think this one has protection. This one has SPF 17, so that's great. And I'm actually just gonna take a tiny bit here. Like, I don't think this is even like a quarter of a pump, so very, very little. I'm gonna buff it in with my brush, just so we have like a blank canvas. But I mean, if you don't want to use foundation, don't use it. I usually don't wear foundation, but I thought maybe just a tiny bit would be nice. So as you can see, it's like you cannot even tell that I'm wearing foundation. It's like the color of my skin tone. It looks like skin. It doesn't look like I have any foundation on at all. Now that we're done and that's all blended in, I'm gonna take my Too Faced concealer, this one right here. This one is in the shade light beige, and I'm definitely gonna conceal my under eyes a bit because I have very, very dark circles, as you can see. But if you don't have this problem, you don't have to do this, but I just do this because I do it on an everyday basis anyway. And also the tiniest amount on my lids. And I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. Next up, I'm going to take my cream contour from Huda Beauty, this one right here. This one is in the shade Fair, and I left most of my brushes at my boyfriend's house, and I don't have a lot of brushes, but we're just going to have to do with what I have. Okay, so I'm going to take this brush right here, a flat brush. You can use any brush that is good for you, any brush you're comfortable with. So I'm just going to contour a little bit. I'm gonna attempt to contour my nose. I'm not very good at contouring my nose, as you can see. So now I'm gonna take the beauty blender and just pat it into my skin. I'm gonna add a bit more, and I'm also gonna add it to my forehead. I'm gonna blend it out with the same brush, the same Kiko brush I used before. I'm just gonna use stapling motion just because my beauty blender is, first of all, it's not clean, and second of all, I forgot to wet it. So I can't be bothered to go downstairs and actually wet it. So I'm just gonna use my brush, which works perfectly well. And I'm just gonna blend out everything. Oh, that blends out like a dream, guys. I love this contour. So pretty. Look at that. You already look sun-kissed. Now it's time for highlighter. So I'm gonna use my Dewy Dewdrops from Marc Jacobs. These ones right here. I'm gonna go ham with this. Well, maybe not ham, but I'm gonna use quite a bit. I'm just gonna add some of that highlighter. Just add it to the other side. Woo! That is super intense. I love it. Add a bit more. You can never really go wrong with like too much highlighter because it's just so amazing, pretty, and it makes everything better. I'm using cream products just because they're a little bit more natural and whoop! I got it. There, that's fine. They're a little bit more natural, and as I said, if you're gonna be like out in the pool, it's better than so much powder. Make sure everything is super blended. And I'm also gonna add it right here above the brow. Blend it out with my beauty blender. Actually, no, I'm gonna take the brush because it blends a little bit better. And now it's time to set that concealer because we don't want any creasing unless you have like a creaseless concealer, which I don't. So I'm in desperate need of brushes, but I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender again. I'm gonna use my RCMA powder, as always. This is the only powder I use because it's just incredible and it's super cheap. You can get it off Beauty Bay. I'm just gonna set that concealer, just a concealer. Now that we have that set, I'm gonna do my brows. I'm not gonna fill in my brows or anything. I'm just gonna take my Brow Artist Plumber, this one right here from L'Oreal, in the shade Medium Dark. I'm just gonna do my brows softly. This look, if I'm not filming it, obviously, it takes like about 5 to 10 minutes. And when you're on vacation, you don't want your makeup, well, unless you're going to like dinner or whatever. Well, at least me. I don't want my makeup to take 2 hours, you know, 2 hours long. So for the day, like if you're going to the pool or if you're going to the beach or like a party during the day, like a pool party or whatever, you want to look glam, obviously, but you don't want to have too makeup on, because then it just, if it's like hot and you're sweating, it's just not comfortable. So that's why I thought I should come up with a look like this. And also really hoping that we're gonna go to Ibiza this year in September, and I hope everything's gonna be fine by then, but we shall see. But yeah, what plans do you guys have for the holidays? Do you have any plans? We had to cancel so many of our plans, but we haven't canceled Ibiza yet in September because we're hoping that we'll be able to travel and everything will be back to normal, but you never know, so we shall see. But I'm staying positive. Now I'm gonna take my Hourglass Ambient Bronzer in the shade Radiant Bronze Light, this one right here, and I'm just gonna take a brush, which I don't have. I was gonna take my brush, that's fine, I have this one. I'm gonna take a dual fiber brush and just set that bronzer, that Huda Beauty thingy, and basically using circular motions and just setting that bronzer. So a little bit on the forehead. And what I love about this bronzer is that it's a little bit glowy, so it's perfect for like a vacation or if you want to look like sun-kissed. It's amazing. Plus it's not cakey or weird, it's just amazing. I'm also gonna take it my jawline, maybe a little bit down my neck too, because why not? Okie dokie, artichoke. I'm gonna take my Morphe Artistry palette. Which one is this one? They have so many, I swear I don't even know which one this is. 39A palette, this one right here. I wanna go in with like an orangey shade because I want an orange lip. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go in with this shade right here in the middle, this one right here. I don't know what it's called because it doesn't have a name. So just like a basic orange shade like this one, okay? So I'm gonna take my 2-1 brush from Zoeva. Gonna make sure that concealer is blended. I'm gonna go in with the orange shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that orange to my crease. And I'm not being too specific, I'm just basically slamming it on. Something like that, super soft and barely noticeable. Now that we're looking something like this, I'm gonna take another brush, if I find one. I wanna take my W7 brush, this one right here, or I don't remember how this brand is pronounced, W7 or something like that. 7-Eleven? I don't remember. Anyway, and I'm gonna take that on my lower lash line. So that same color, I'm just gonna add it to my lower lash line. Next up, I'm gonna take this brown shade, this one right here. I just want like a normal soft brown, and I'm gonna use my 221 brush from Zoeva again and just add a tiny bit of that brown in my crease, mixing it with that orange, just like so. And if you want, you can stop here, but I'm me and I just can't, and I need a little bit of glitter in my life. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is like a goldish color. It's too big and doesn't fit on my table. Oh! I'm gonna take it on my finger right here, and I'm just gonna add it to the inner part of my lid. Actually, I'm gonna add it on my entire lid because this color is really pretty. Now I'm gonna take my 221 brush again and make sure the outer corners and inner corners are all blended, just like so. Then I'm gonna use some mascara. I'm gonna take my Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline, and I'm just gonna coat my top and bottom lashes. Actually, if I would have gone to a pool party or to the beach or whatever, I would have used a waterproof mascara, but since I don't have one here and I'm actually not going to a pool party or the beach, I'm just gonna use this one. But I recommend definitely using a waterproof mascara, okay? Just to make sure that if you get wet or whatever, your mascara is not all over the place, because that would be just a disaster. And if you're looking for a good waterproof mascara, I recommend the one from Too Faced. I've heard wonders about it, but any waterproof mascara that works for you is just great. Then I'm gonna take my lipstick from BH Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Pow, and it's this beautiful, beautiful orange, but you can use any orange lipstick that you have. It's a little bit matte, but it's transfer proof, so I don't have another one here, but if you have a liquid lipstick, that's a little bit better. So I'm just gonna add this one, also because it matches my eyes. And now that their lips are done, I'm gonna take some highlighter. I'm gonna take my Enjoyyyy highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip. I'm just gonna add some highlighter to my inner corners, just because I need that glow. Like so, see how pretty that is? And it makes a world of a difference. I'm just gonna connect it with my eyeshadow all the way up. And we're done. That was it. That was like a 5-7 minute look. And it looks really pretty. It looks not really natural because of the lip, but if you wouldn't add the lip, then it would look pretty natural. And as I said, it's great if you're like out sipping mojitos by the pool. Make sure, as I said, you always use sunscreen because it's very, very important, especially if it's super hot outside. So yeah, guys, this is the completed look. This was my summertime vacation, whatever routine, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it 5-minute vacation routine. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel please, and ring the notifications bell. And as always, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!